You should have heard recording in progress, and it might ask you just to say, okay. So, all right. Well, if you are watching us on Facebook, welcome. Happy Saturday. I'm really excited to introduce you to some amazing foster dogs, dogs that were at Memphis Animal Services or are in the care of Memphis Animal Services, but are staying in foster homes. And the reason foster homes are so important is there's several things. Number one, we are so full in our dog kennels at Memphis Animal Services. We just do not have enough room for all the dogs that need our help. So every foster home that takes a dog home allows us to help another dog. And also those foster homes are just such a better place for the dog. The shelter is stressful. It's not a natural place for a dog. They really are not going to show their true personality in the shelter. Where we're going to get to know them best is in a foster home. And so that's why I love this adoption event kind of concept, because you're going to see these dogs right there where they're most comfortable with the people they're most comfortable with, and you're going to hear from those people exactly who these dogs are. So I am going to let Alan's foster family go first. And who is going to talk about Alan today?
Hello.
Hi. You're talking about?
Yeah, tell us all about it.
Can you hear us? So hey, yeah, we're Alan's foster family. We've had this big boy since August. He is very energetic, very loving, very kind, very funny, very goofy. We love him. He's very smart. We've been working on some commands with him, and he picks them up very quickly. He's very food motivated. Come here, bud. He's trying to find the chicken now. Come on.
Come on. There
Sit.
you go.
Sit. Good boy. So yeah, we just love him, and we're looking for his, forever family. Like, he needs someone that will take care of him, and he's very good with our dogs. We have 2 other big dogs, and he's very energetic with them. They'll run around in the backyard for 45 minutes, an hour, and then our 2 will pass out, and then he's just still ready to go. If you can't tell, he's just full of energy.
But now, can you talk about your small dog with him?
We also have a 7-pound little dog, and she quickly put him in his place, and he's very respectful. Before he jumps up on the couch, on the bed, like, he will locate her and go around her, or he's just really good. Come here, buddy.
And then what about house training?
He's very good at house training. We've only had very few accidents. At the very beginning, when he would get very scared, he might lose his bladder, but that's almost gone away. It's been very rare for that to happen. It's been a couple months. So he's starting to build his confidence up, and now he's not always scared of every little noise that goes off.
Okay, I have a really important question. Obviously, you're a Gryffindor. Amber, you don't have a shirt that says what you are, but I really need to know what Alan is.
I was a Ravenclaw, but I'm now a Slytherin, which I've decided is just, Ravenclaw with an edge. This guy's definitely a Hufflepuff, we've decided.
Love it. Okay, me too. Fellow Hufflepuff. Perfect. Okay, Alan, I love you so much. Never forget our friendship. Okay, how about Lenore? Why don't you go and tell us about Paws? And then Alan, if you can.
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Hi, everyone. This is Paws, my foster baby. He is kind of a big guy. He really enjoys my dog. This is Denver. He's a 10-year-old boxer. So to be totally honest with you, he is such a sweet dog. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm still grieving the loss of my dog.
Understand.
He
totally.
showed up on my porch on what would have been my dog's 15th birthday. And my dog just passed away a little over a month ago. And so I'm just not ready for another dog. He's so sweet. And then I've also noticed that it doesn't appear like he loves other dogs. He's so sweet with Denver, but Denver's kind of entitled also because he had Dallas with him his whole life. Loves to fetch. Where's your toy? What'd you do with your toy? Oh, here it is. Go get your toy. Let's see if I can flip the camera. Does the camera flip on here? Okay, it does. Pause. Go get it. Go get it, boy. Go get it. Bring it back. Good boy. Good boy. He's so sweet. He loves to play. He loves to roll around in the grass. He loves kisses, nonstop kisses. And he's just the sweetest thing.
Well, I love that. I love seeing him with your older dog. That's so cool. And I'm sure everyone on this call can, everyone watching this can identify with your grief, and you're just not ready until you're ready. So that's totally understandable. What about, is Paul's house trained? Is he working on that?
I'm not 100% sure because he's been in my backyard.
Okay, gotcha.
I'd be willing to take him in the house if that would be helpful to get him adopted. But I just, like I said, just been trying to do what I can for him because it's like he knew he wanted that I would help him. Like I just can't even tell you what it's like to show up one morning because I live in a kind of rural area, so it's not like I don't see a lot of dogs, but I've never had a dog just sitting on my porch when I got up in the morning. And so there he was, and he could just immediately tell how sweet he is. So I couldn't, not. So I took him to the vet. He's not chipped. Been trying to find his family by posting a lot on social media, lots of different websites. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to locate his initial home. And so I think it's time to see if we can find him a forever home. He definitely.
I absolutely love what you did. That's like being such a good neighbor. Because if that was one of your neighbor's dogs, I mean, they would have such a better chance of finding him if, by you doing what you did than coming to the shelter. So, and it's really cool to see that he gets along with other like large males. I had a large male once, and he did not get along with other large males. He is very handsome. That's obvious. So Paws, Paws, and so perfect. Thank you so much for telling us about Paws. I love him. And now we are going to hear all about Lindy. And Lenore, if you could just mute yourself.
Thank you so
I'm going to
much.
mute myself too. Thank you. Go, Lindy. You're muted. Can you unmute yourself?
Okay, now you can hear me? Okay, sorry. Come here, Lindy. Sorry. She's wandering around the garage now. We're trying to find a spot. I saw Lenore, and my heart goes out to her. I don't know if I think she is still here. I definitely understand that grief. She was a little bit quiet and timid the first day. She's kind of come out of her shell. Yes. She's got a lot of puppy energy. And I will admit that I am not a dog trainer, so I'm not sure, as far as like the jumping on people, what I do to try to prevent that is just walk away from her. And I'll say no jump, and then I'll walk away from her, and she'll quit. But when she's excited about seeing me, she will jump on me a little bit, but she's just got a lot of great energy. She's very affectionate. I slept with her last night, and she was on top of me at first, and I got a little hot, and I thought, gosh, I hope that I'm not going to be overheated all night. But then she moved to a spot next to me and just slept there quietly all night. My dog wasn't real happy with it because my dog isn't fond of other dogs, but I figured, this is temporary. She can do without me for a little while. Lindy, I have tested her with cats. We've got 2 that have been living outside since before I got here. Excuse me. And she does growl at them when we're pulling away in the car and she's inside the car with me and sees them. But she has seen our cats that live inside, and her ears perked up. She didn't pull on the leash or act aggressive. I'm not entirely sure I'm not going to say 100% that she's cat safe. I would recommend that anybody that adopts her, if they have cats, that they keep her on a leash for a while until they're sure. I kept Jess, the dog I adopted from you guys 4 years ago. I kept her on a leash for a month. That might have been overkill, but now I know that she's totally cat safe.
I think that's very smart to take your introductions really slowly, and with a lot of supervision, whether that's cats, dogs, kids, etc. So
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, perfect. So you mentioned that your dog doesn't really like Lindy. How does Lindy respond to your dog?
So Lindy does nothing. I've introduced them a couple of ways. One is with Lindy. We have a pen in the backyard. So I've had Lindy in the pen a couple of times with Jess in the yard. And the first time Jess just pitched a fit, but every time since then, she just kind of walks around her and doesn't do much. However, if Lindy is at the back door and I open the door and Jess sees her, then she pitches a fit each time, but Lindy does nothing.
Okay.
Now, I will say, we've walked around the neighborhood and seen other dogs. And there was a dog last night that reacted badly to her first, and they told me their dog probably would. And so Lindy reacted badly in return. And we just pulled him away. There was no fight, of course. So they were both on a leash. So nothing bad happened, but.
Okay. What about house training? Do we know anything there?
She has actually stayed in the house and stayed in the car for many hours when I had to be at the hospital. So nothing has happened, although she did chew up a mask that I had dangling from the rearview mirror, but there no accidents at all.
Great.
So
Okay. Well, Lindy, you are a doll.
can you
I
see
love
her?
this. Yes, I can see her. I see her
I
being
want you to
held like
see
a
her
little
perfect
baby.
belly.
Look at the
I
belly.
have a perfect belly.
Oh my
Yes, I
goodness.
do.
I love just seeing her being held like a baby. That's awesome. So just as a reminder, if you are watching, we have Lindy, who is here with Kim. We have Alan, who is here with his foster family, Amber and Andrew, right? Did I get those names right? Okay. And then we have Pause. Can you show us Pause one more time, Lenore?
Oh, sure can.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, buddy. Hi. Oh my goodness, so handsome. Okay, so we have these 3 amazing dogs. If you are interested in any of these dogs, all you have to do is send us a private message on Facebook, or email us at mas@memphistn.gov, and we're just going to put you straight in touch with these foster parents because they know them best. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you, foster parents, for everything you do, obviously, and for being here today. If you're watching this, please share so that we can get lots more eyes on these amazing foster dogs. Thanks, guys. Happy Saturday.